Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a very kind of interesting thing we're going to go talk about because we actually have brand new PlayStation and Sony updates, and as well, we've actually had now more kind of hands-on experience with Sony's brand new push into the PC market, whether it comes to actual PC games, PS5 games on PC, and everything in between, along with various other factors too as well, and just a lot of other things we're going to go talk about all throughout this video. So as you guys probably can go and tell from the title, from us talking about this stuff, do you guys think, as kind of the video kind of goes and progresses, is this the right move? Do you guys think this is smart? I personally think so too as well. We have a lot of things to go and talk about, so we're going to go and talk about it. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Amazon links down below for all the PS5, Xbox, all the invitations and all that. Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below. We have the Weeble, we have the Coinbase and all that good stuff. And let's go dive into the video itself. So, if you guys have probably been hearing the news, we have been seeing, number one, a really big new firmware update, which we'll talk about very quickly, and as well, a lot of these brand new features and basically a brand new subsidiary of Sony. So it's basically called InZone. We kind of talked about it a little bit. We also have the actual brand new headsets linked down below too as well. But with this, we have now been seeing a really big push when it comes into the PC market. And even more intriguingly too, we actually had a lot of review embargoes that got lifted as of today in regards to the brand new M9 and M3 InZone monitors, which are primarily there more so for the gaming side, and as well primarily there more so for the PS5 PC side. So let's go talk about a bunch of various stuff. So first and foremost, we actually did have a brand new update when it comes to Sony, where on the Sony website, they actually did a brand new firmware update to version 4.6.59.29. And this is actually now applicable to a lot of the other various kind of more higher tier models with the KDs and all these stuff you guys can see on over here. Now as well, the big reason why I'm bringing this up is I do believe if there's a combination with all these big reviewers when it comes to the brand new consoles, not the consoles themselves, the monitors that are for the consoles and for PC, basically, there's probably a reason why they're all corresponding with this. There's a big reason, in my honest opinion, with it. So, if you guys don't know, these monitors are meant to be pretty much the god tier gaming monitor, specifically made for the PlayStation 5s. So as you guys can see over this, Sony introduces the M9 and M3 InZone monitors, which have a very PS5-like aesthetic. So the point where they are literally making these monitors basically look like an extension of the PlayStation 5. As you guys can see, like this literally looks like the same exact color scheme layout. You have the mainly white, little baby bits of black. You can even look at this where it basically looks like a stand itself and almost kind of even looks like a slightly slimmed down PlayStation 5. You guys can basically see there's a lot of inspiration when it ties into both the InZone products, the new headsets, which are down below in the comment section, as well as these monitors. But the one big thing is that as of now, these are probably one of the better, higher performance monitors that are targeted in general gaming audiences. So both for PS5 owners, because it does work for PS5, but as well for PC. And funny enough, they actually do not have any PlayStation branding, but they pretty much look like it. So this is kind of actually some of the internals in case you guys are curious on price points and all of that. The InZone M3, $530, display size 27-inch, 1080p resolution, 240 hertz refresh rate, which is basically just, like how often the frames, like the monitor is basically refreshing. Response time 1 millisecond, and also 400 nits. I've never heard of that combination before, for brightness and all the other various colors and connections, basically standard connections. And then as well, they also have the M9, which is a slightly higher model, at $900, 27 inches. Higher, I believe that's 1440p resolution, maybe 4K, and then 144 hertz. Actually, it might be 4K. And then also has a few other little various things with good contrast rates, higher max brightness, and similar various connection ports too as well. So a lot of folks have actually had some really huge options. Although a lot of folks do keep on pushing more so to just get a normal TV. I myself, I do have the LG C1, even that the article itself is recommending, and I would say I'd rather have a 60-inch TV for $1,000 than more so go for a gaming monitor. But with these specs, the specs are looking pretty good, where I actually could see that are people that are normal PC gamers, even without PlayStation fanboys, Sony fanboys, or whatever, may go and still pick this up, because it is not the world's worst, especially if it goes on sales, time goes on, or even has a few more mid-tier levels of their drops. So, as I mentioned, we had a brand new firmware from Sony. Also at the same exact day that all these brand new monitors are dropping. And I do think there's probably a pretty big correlation. Now, as of right now, it's not confirmed because only reviewers and insiders have a chance to actually physically have these monitors, but everything has been seeming well. And it kind of goes to the big point of this video. Do you guys think this next kind of gen jump into other more various products is a good idea or not? Now, as you guys know, Sony does already do TVs. They do also do cameras, and as well with the PlayStation consoles, they do movies, they have audio and stuff like this. So it does not necessarily seem like too big of a stretch, because it's not like it just went from PlayStation to other products, and more so is like cameras, like I said, into headsets, into consoles, into then just kind of accentuating more so on monitors. And as well, I do think a lot of monitors also would make a lot of sense because they already make the TVs, so if they can kind of perfect up like the HDR, VRR technology, and also try to have it on a very good, proper price point, it would make a lot of sense on why they're still pushing all these firmware updates. So, first and foremost, I'm actually down with this. I know some people have been a bit skeptical. You can kind of give your thoughts on the new headsets and the new monitors, but I actually really like the idea that Sony is pushing more into gaming, is pushing more into PC, and is pushing into markets that are not like their safe zone. A lot of people, myself included, are really big when it comes to the PC gaming side. And in all honesty, just based on the specs, based on the price point, I could actually see myself getting one of these monitors, or maybe if they go on sale in the future, and I'm sure maybe a lot of you guys would too as well. But at the same time too, they also do have the proper TVs that also do have support for like HDR, VRR, etc. But seeing all these brand new updates, huge and cool. I love the correspondence with it. Seeing these also brand new, just when it comes to these monitors, as well, very cool. Headsets, though, I'm kind of indifferent on, mainly because I am more of an audiophile, and I do enjoy having like a proper, like phantom ghost powered, whatever the proper word for it is, I think it's just phantom powered, headset myself. So a Beyerdynamic or a Sennheiser, which is slightly on the higher tier versus a typical traditional USB. But the fact you could basically interchange that with both your PlayStation 5 and PC, I think is a huge win. Same thing too as well, if you guys get one of these monitors, you can also interchange these, both for, you could literally plug in your PS5 into HDMI, is what I do for a lot of my gaming on my BenQ monitor, or as well, you can even just utilize it too for PC gaming. So if someone like me, who I have my PS5 literally like right here, you guys may not be able to see it, I also have my Switch, literally right here too as well, I can pretty much interchange stuff very easily with just like, just by pressing either a button or switching to HDMI or DP cord. So I like that Sony's pushing into these newer markets, mainly because we're also seeing Xbox itself pushing into other various markets. Think mobile gaming with xCloud. They also have their brand new Samsung TV partnerships. So it kind of seems still like neck and neck, where Microsoft is focusing on their own brand, pushing Game Pass, pushing xCloud, while Sony themselves kind of on the same boat. They're trying to push, PC, PlayStation Plus. They're trying to push brand new headsets, brand new monitors, and all these other things tied on in. So at the end of the day, it's pretty cool. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts. But we've also now been actually seeing the proper reviews coming out for all these brand new monitors, which is surprising because I don't think they're actually close to coming on out. And a lot of folks are actually saying these are actually looking and feeling pretty good. Looking through the baseline photos, once again, you guys can kind of see the PS5 inspiration. Like if you looked at this monitor in the stand, the very first thing I almost always go and would see is this PlayStation 5 right here. Like it literally does just look like the perfect monitor meant for the PlayStation 5. This literally looks like a mini PlayStation 5 with a little stand. But like I do want to say the quality looks crisp, and I do think it's a smart business decision for Sony to push into it. And as well, I just think it kind of does fit the overall black and white aesthetic, where it does kind of fit very well. You guys can even see games like, you guys can actually go and see Ghost of Tsushima with also the in-zone branding to be able to go customize everything a little bit more. And I do think this is something very cool. I do think this is something that someone like Sony and Microsoft should keep on pushing into, because it does expand their horizons and does make them more money, as long as they can kind of keep up, the usual side for it. And when it comes to all the actual reviews, the reviews actually have been running very good. A lot of these places are saying, hey, this is like, very good. They have proper specs. They have, full backlight systems as well. And they also are competing even price-wise too, and also have some very nice specific features too as well. Now, there is definitely some other things out there that are slightly better in other branches, but just in the fact that they have the proper good software, somewhat mildly competitive price points too as well, and you guys can even see it offers astounding picture quality thanks to 96 local dimming zones they mentioned before, and the monitor has OLED levels of contrast. Highlights are looking great contrast in the first place, and as well, these monitors are just maxed out all the colors. So everyone's kind of been saying that these are big. It's competitive, the price point's good, and at the end of the day, I do think Sony's making good life calls by working these out in the first place. So kind of give me your thoughts. Do you think it's dumb? Do you think it's smart? And overall, would you guys even buy any of this stuff? Like I said, a lot of links down below, Amazon, PS5, Xboxes, new headsets, everything else down below, Twitter and Twitch room as well. And give me all your thoughts and comments as well.